Howdy, hey folks, Coltrane here, wanting to bring you a video telling you why I believe right now Phil Spencer is the most influential person in all of gaming. Now that might be weird to say, because Phil Spencer's the head of Xbox, so he's very powerful within the gaming industry. Of course he has influence. Yes, of course he does, but that's the very point. You see, any position you might ever hold or anybody might ever hold in any industry is going to have influence to some degree. However, it is up to the person in that position to determine what kind of influence they're going to have. Now, why would I make a video about this right now? Well, last week, in case you missed it, Phil Spencer penned a short little article titled Video Games, a Unifying Force for the World. And in this article, he outlines what his vision of video gaming is, and it is so life-giving. Now, if you haven't read the article, pause this video, go down to the description box, click on the link, read the article, and then come back and we'll continue this conversation. It's short. It'll only take you 4 or 5 minutes to read. It's totally worth your time if you consider yourself a gamer. Now, before we jump into why I wanted to make this video and talk about this article specifically, why am I showing B-roll footage of Halo 5? Well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, Halo is the current flagship IP for Microsoft, and Halo 5 is probably the best arena shooter this console generation. Oh, Cole, how could you say that? Halo 5 had Sprint. It ruined the Halo experience. We're not going to talk about those specifics right now. The point is, Halo 5 is fantastic. Go play it. Enjoy this B-roll footage. Tell me in the comments how I need to get good and I'm a scrub at the game. Now let's talk about the article. In the article, he outlines 2 points. The first is, gaming is for everyone. And the second, gaming must promote and protect the safety of all. As you read this article, and here's my thesis for defending my viewpoint that Phil is the most influential person in all of gaming. As you read this article, it is so clear that there are tangible feelings through his words that are just dripping with positivity, that he believes that gaming can be an ultimate unifying force that brings and gives life to people and makes more people more joyful. So let's talk about that a little bit. Point number one, gaming is for everyone. Well, this is kind of just a neat little statistical analysis quickly that he does here. Metrically, it's very true. He reports in the article that 2.6 billion people are engaged with gaming. Now, I know, I get it. Most of those people probably play on a little handheld device, mobile device like a cell phone or something. While some people might think to themselves, oh, well, that's not real gaming because I game on PC or I game on a console, therefore I'm the gamer. Doesn't really matter, and I would encourage you not to hold that attitude at all because that totally defeats the purpose of what Phil's trying to talk about here. He's trying to just state that there are billions of people now gaming. He also says that almost half of that 2.6 billion number are women. And so his point is we are in an industry of massive people, massive adoption, which means we have massive influence within gaming. So this then leads into his second point, which is gaming must promote and protect the safety of all who engage in it. Now here's where I want to drill down for just a few minutes. In this section of the article, he has 3 to 4 points. But I want to drill down on one, specifically how he believes clearly in his words that there is such joy to be had in gaming and how we as gamers and he at Xbox and Microsoft believe they have a responsibility to defend that joy. If you read under his bullet point, we commit to be vigilant and proactive and swift. It's a principle he has under point number 2. You'll see that he and his team has affectionately named the Xbox safety team over at Xbox, the Defenders of Joy. Now, I think the use of the word joy here is so intentional, and I think it's so perfect because it totally reveals to us as the reader that he has a belief and a strong conviction to build a gaming culture that is one of joy and that gives life, not just at Xbox and Microsoft, but to gamers as a whole, to all 2.6 billion of us that pick up and play a game in any capacity. I believe that this right here just speaks to his vision and mission of being so intentional on wanting to make games and make gaming as life-giving as it possibly can be to all who participate. Now, I think this is huge. I think, and this is why I wanted to make the video, because this resonates with me so much. It's huge for me as a gamer. I started gaming at 2-3 years old, sitting on my dad's lap, playing Super Mario on the Super Nintendo. That was a life-giving experience for me. Then as I grew older and I played with my friends and still play with my dad who's in his mid-50s, and here I am sitting approaching 30, we still play games together. We still have this joyful interaction. And gaming has been the central tying force to all of that. And that is what, man, it just jazzes me up. It's why I stream. It's why I continue to engage in gaming as a hobby here as an adult, because I get to interact with a lot of people I've gotten to know who I count as personal friends through gaming. And we have been able to enrich one another's lives, give joy to one another, and just utterly improve and enhance our lives collectively. And I really believe that Phil Spencer feels this way, and I believe his article is just dripping with this reality that he believes and that he's just on mission to go build. And so what I want you folks to do is consider his words in this article and let it challenge the way that you view gaming. If you maybe haven't viewed gaming as something that can not just be an enriching experience and a pleasurable source of entertainment for you, but also something that can legitimately change someone's psyche from being maybe a less joyful person to a more joyful person, regardless of the scale. And then to take that thought and to let that just change the way that you play games, to change the way you interact with people when you're talking about games, whether that's with people who you just know, who know that you're a gamer and they might talk to you about it from time to time, or people who you play online with and interact with constantly, and maybe in Discords or in certain party chats. Regardless of it, I think we should join Phil in these words. Working hard to build a culture of joy in our gaming influences and experiences that we have, and then seeking hard to defend that so that gaming can totally give joy to all who come and engage with it. Let me know what you thought about this video and what you thought about Phil's article. Do you agree with Phil? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree? If not, I would really love to know why and would love to talk with you about that. Also, you can come check me out on streaming. I stream on Twitch. You can go to twitch.tv/thecoltrane. You can find me there. You can also find me, of course, here on YouTube. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, a thumbs up helps me a lot, as does a subscription. But regardless of what you choose to do, take this video, choose joy in your life today, and go give joy and go give life to the next person that you meet. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next one.